Taurus, I did a channel for your reading and I got you reaching for an apple, okay? So I took 2 of these cards and one of these cards snuck in on its own. I know. This card that snuck in on its own is Judgment. So when you have Judgment, it's got something to do with what I call Back to the Future. So in other words, what's going on with you at the moment has its roots in the past. This is your May 2026 tarot reading, but there's something, and we'll find out by looking at some other cards, about skedaddling backwards, maybe to March, April time, maybe even February when we had Mercury retrograde in Pisces. I don't know why I think that, but I'm a Pisces, we drink and we know things. So you get the perfect storm. Is there any such thing? The courage to step into life. And I feel like when you're reaching for the apple, that you're reaching for something, and that you know that you're reaching for something, and that you know that there's courage required to do it, because the consequences are going to be powerful, okay? You also get the Magician's Sword, which is a bit great. And this is confidence in your magic. Now, I'm telling you, every month I come on here and tell you about your magic, okay? Say hello in the comments. If you are a Taurus who can do weird things, Taurians can do weird things. I can't really explain it. I mean, obviously there are ways. You could be tarot readers, you could be doing Reiki, whatever, but there is some kind of concept of magic with Taurians. Don't ignore yours. Now, because this card popped out, the Judgment card, I'm going to continue using this deck. In the second half of this reading, I'll look at specifically how this plays out in love and relationships. We like to call that the erection section. But in this section, we're exploring you're reaching for something, the perfect storm. Tell me about the perfect storm. What's involved in, oh my God. Oh my God, look at this, oh God. When I say tell me about the perfect storm, what's involved in this, gives me the 9 of Swords. This is a card where you wake up, you got a cold sweat, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you're like reconsidering your life choices. Okay, I feel like you do need this card. I know you don't want this card, nobody wants this card, it's a nightmare card. I'm not gonna glitter the turd on that one. But you need to be here. It's a bit like Rachel and Friends many years ago. There was bottom, there was rock bottom, and then there's me. There's something about not having anything to lose at the bottom that is makes you very courageous. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. This is Mr. Boring. He wants to tell you all about his rock collection and his Excel spreadsheet. But when the Knight of Pentacles comes in, we take notice because it's telling you that you can chip away at something. And I did get a bit of this as well before your reading. I did get a bit of this kind of what I would call sensible magic. So you have your magic stuff going on, your weird stuff, your I can see into the future, weird Taurian, strange telepathy, whatever it is. And if you can describe what it is, please describe it in the comments so the rest of us can understand it, because I'm a little bit fascinated by it. Okay? So whatever that is, the Knight of Pentacles says, take it slow and steady as a, you're fixed earth, so you can do that. Take it slow and steady. So in some cases, it may be that you're going back to university, that you're retraining at work. It may be that whatever's going on in your life requires you to take a sensible approach to it. There's something maybe about teaching, maybe teaching others, maybe receiving teaching, maybe becoming a leader of something, stepping up, getting promoted, or that you haven't been promoted, you should have been promoted. For some of you, this will play out in relationships. You haven't been promoted in a relationship, you should have been promoted. Let's take a look at these cards. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Yeah. 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. Things going on around you. When you get the 5 of Swords, 5 is a disruptor. So there are people or forces around you that are a bit manipulative or a bit cagey, as if there's some kind of game being played, but nobody told you what the rules are. Okay. And again, with this, the 10 of Wands, it's becoming too painful to stay the same. It's becoming too painful to stay the same. Remember that. Queen of Wands. This is almost a bit like a kind of rebirth, but also it's no F's given. Also, it's someone who would definitely reach for that juicy apple. The juicy apple is something that you want, desire, and I'm going to go as far as to say need and kind of should have, but it's coming at a bit of a price, and some of that price is your comfort zone. Now, for a Taurus, comfort zone is extremely important. You know, I mean that in the sincerest way. Like, a comfort zone for a Taurus is the lifeblood of their existence. You need it. You provide it for other people. A Taurian home is one great big comfort zone after another. Usually a very good bed. Let me know in the comments. Good bed, good kind of setup, like a bed setup. Many cushions. Tell me about your many cushions. I love a cushion. I feel like if you think of your kind of destiny, it's like you may need to sleep, and this is the other Taurian complete hellhole, in a bed that isn't yours for a while. And I don't mean that literally, I mean it like metaphorically. You need to try some different things, because comfort is not going to be your friend this month. Okay, May 2026 for Taurus, which your birthday is included in, is not, in fact we're in your season, is not, happy birthday, is not going to be your friend. Comfort is not going to be your friend. Okay? I know, if you don't hate me by now, please hype the video. Good time to drop it in, isn't it? Taurians are very good at hyping videos for me, and thank you very much. It makes the video get out to more Taurians. If you want to find the hype button, I know, it's like a secret sliding door in a library. Go down to the comments under the like button and find like the top comment or whatever, and then just slide it to the left and you will see that you can hype the video. I know, I've unlocked another level for you, haven't I? And thank you to everyone who hypes the video. It does mean a massive amount to me. Page of Pentacles. We had the Knight of Pentacles, and then we have the Page. Think of reaching for that apple, but now you're fishing for the pentacle. Okay, you're trying to hook something. You're trying to get something. You're trying to land something. And so you should be. And the ambition is there. And frankly, you've got the balls for it. Taurians got a lot more balls than people give them account for, because most of the time Taurians are enjoying like 12 good hours of sleep, plumping up the cushions. You know, you're not loud. You don't go out there and announce yourself. But when you want something, you can quietly mobilize yourself. So I'm telling you, this is worth mobilizing yourself for. Now, because we've got the perfect storm, there may be some repercussions. Not everyone's comfortable with you getting out of your comfort zone. That's the way that goes. But you level up from it, and I think you should, and I think you need to. We also get the Knight of Swords. Looks brutal. It's brutal. But this is like a brutal level of truth that's been knocking on your door for a while and saying, listen to me. This is it. This is what you want. Make your move. Grab the apple. Speaking of grabbing the apple, let's look at your love life. Okay. Love life. life for Taurus? What do we need to know for my lovely Taurians? God, okay. Drama. Drama. Tension. God. Itchy noses. There will be an extended love reading after this. In the extended love reading, I go really granular. I go a deck for you, a deck for your person, and we do a you and me side-by-side reading. But let's just look at what we've got so far. Bloody hell. Right, we've got the 8 of Cups, kicking it off. Distance. Distance and some emotional difficulty in a love relationship that's giving me a really itchy face. Lots of full moon action, okay? This is the 4 of Cups. When it doubles, it becomes the 8 of Cups. Someone is wondering if they should walk away or if they should stay. 5 of Swords is back. Venus in Aquarius, the same that we had it last time. 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, you get when one part of an equation or one side of a relationship, or even maybe both of you, are operating in kind of words and thoughts, but you're not expressing your true feelings, or they're not, okay? There's been a cycle of this. We get the World. Think of this as well as a full moon. There's been a cycle in this relationship of not expressing feelings or hiding behind words, cleverness, funniness, jokes, yeah. That. Restriction. Not saying what you want to say. And for you, Taurus, what is it Taurus doesn't want to say? Knight of Cups. Woo me. Because let's get real, okay? You're not getting on the bloody horse. You're not going to do all of this work. This has got bring it on vibes written all over it. And I agree. Yes. Okay. Death card. All or nothing. When you are reaching for the apple, okay, it can be temptation, and you need to check yourself as well. Because if you have a love situation here and there's been an awful lot of maybe talking, texting, tiddling, and not so much on the progress front, on the feelings front, on the declaration front, on the bringing it front, you're right to have something to say about that. You're right to feel the way you feel about that. And you're right to have this is a Scorpio card, which is your opposite sign, and we can all flip into our opposite signs. You're right to give this some depth and to say, you know, I live or die on this hill. This is what I need in a relationship. This is what it takes to woo me. Yeehaw and giddy right up. Full moon again. This is normally a card. And if you want to know what this deck is, it's that. Everybody always asks me, Enchanted Veil Tarot. This is normally a card that is by the sun. And I think that's the moon. I'm not very good at identifying them. To be fair, I didn't do geography at school. But full moon success. If you have progress to make in a relationship or something to say or many other things, oh, I love that. Do it around the time of the full moon. Doesn't matter what full moon, just any full moon. And we have quite a few of them, so choose one. This is not a hugely quick situation, okay? God, you got some amazing cards. Okay. There's a lot of full-on energy here. Itchy eye. Okay, woof. Hermit. Something or someone is in hiding when you get this. They're in their cave. Now, of course, generally in our society, although you should see the boys' bedroom, we don't live in caves. Well, with the exception of some men. But we don't live in caves, okay? When we get this hermit card and we're looking at someone who hasn't expressed their feelings, or someone who is even hiding their feelings, or someone who is hiding, or someone who is out of touch, someone who is not answering texts or is a bit persona non grata, you get the hermit card. You also get it in conjunction with this guy, the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords is a tricky dog to keep on the porch. We all know this. King of Swords, very often, you can see it from the demeanour, okay, is not comfortable talking about his feelings. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have them. He does. But two things. One, you're starting something by reaching for that apple, okay? You're starting something. Two, I get unfinished business here that I don't understand, but tell me in the comments, okay? Three, if you want to know the truth here, you can get it and it will set you free. We also get next to him this guy. I mean, this is like a bloody Gandalf Comic-Con convention, isn't it? Is this your type? It's like, who's viewed me on Match.com? We've got the Magician. Now, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I associate them with the Magician and the King of Swords. But I also associate them with people who don't easily part with their feelings. Now, you have to have a reality check with yourself because you're a Taurus. In my experience, Taurus do part with their feelings because I'm not saying it's easy for you, but it's more straightforward. If a Taurus feels something, they feel something. I think you're ruled by Venus, at least by Venus and maybe another planet, but at least by Venus. And you live well, like Libra does, in the realm of love. Other people don't. And I'm getting a very interesting channel. I'm getting your home where you live, which is soft and spongy and comfortable and, you know, got that whole Taurus thing. But I'm also getting the home of the person that you're dealing with. And this can be metaphorical or literal, but it's very bare bones, like bare floorboards, bare everything. It's not very furnished. It's not very comfortable emotionally or even physically. So you have, let me just let the cat out, as the actress said to the bishop. You have, go on, sweet pants. She's a Taurus as well, actually. You have something to offer this person in the way that if they were a house, you know how to furnish it. Should you? The apple is there, okay? We do have this card, which I love. Self-love and also love in general. I like that it comes with the 6 of Wands, so this is very nice. But we also have the Knight of Swords, which is blunt truth at the full moon. Look, full moon galore. You're going to get some blunt truth at the time of the full moon. Okay? The last card I got for you, and I'm going to go and do the extended love reading, is the 7 of Pentacles. Keep an eye on it in a very earthy way. See how it grows. See how it goes. Is it a grower not a shower? Seriously, I like this, but it's going to take some balls to achieve it, and it's going to be the perfect storm before you get there. In the extended love reading, I'm going to take a deck for you. I'm going to take a deck for your person. There will then be a third deck, which is the bridge in between you and your person. I know, we get granular, we get crazy, we do some channeling. The link is below in the destruction box. See you on the other side. Namaste.